see you typing fast, tryna edit up the best. This feel like reality TV, season never ends. You out here playing villains, sleeping on your friends. Fake tears, fake fights, fake pregnancy texts. Thought you had me locked, but you just my ex. Turn my heart into content, but I flip the pen on every lie. Every pride to win again. You wanted ratings on my plane, yeah, but then I'm better now. I'm the star to show you just a flash in the group chat. You said,
what's good, what's messy, and what's about to turn into active investigations. This is W.P.M with Magz podcast, and baby, welcome back to Mess in the Mirror. If you're new here, pause, go listen to episode 1 and 2, because episode 3 is where the story stops being tea and starts being trauma. Yeah, that's what we're getting into now. And let me tell y'all something right now. When you mix betrayal, jealousy, screenshots, and pride, you don't get closure. You get violence. Yeah. Welcome to episode 3, Blood in the Group Chat. Yes, we're doing it again. I hope you're enjoying this series, Mess in the Mirror. Running it all March long. Yes, we are. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're feeling all right. Okay. So, boom. Naomi got cheated on in public. Dre denied it with the confidence of a man who has never been told or held accountable for shit. Naomi went live and said his name. Yes, she did. T-Pages got involved. Yes, they did. Then a screenshot popped up of Dre texting somebody. Somebody saved as T with a heart for months now. And in episode 2, Naomi told Talia, we need to talk. IP. If y'all remember, in person, yes. Which is always a bad idea because in-person conversations require self-control. And nobody in this cast has that. No one. Nope. Not one of them. So let's just jump right into it, y'all. I know y'all anxious and ready because I'm anxious to give it to you. Now, we're at Mo's Salon, where I would like to call this the setup, a trap with hair dryers. Naomi picks Mo's Salon on purpose. Not a coffee shop, not a park, not a neutral place. A salon, a place full of mirrors and witnesses. Because Naomi isn't just trying to talk. Naomi is trying to see the truth on somebody's face. Mo, of course, is loving this shit. She's quote unquote cleaning the same counter for 20 fucking minutes. But really, she's supervising chaos like a messy auntie with a moral compass that works when it feels like it. Okay? Naomi is sitting in the chair. Silent. That scary kind of silent. Not sad, not confused. More like calculated. Then Talia walks in. Late. Because guilty people are always late. Like their conscience has traffic or some shit. Talia walks in smiling way too damn hard. I know that smile. That one says, I practice this in the mirror so I look innocent. Talia hits Naomi with a soft voice. Hey, sis. Naomi don't say shit. Mo goes, y'all want some water? Nobody replies. And that's how you know shit's about to go left. Now, we're going to enter into what I like to call the question that ends friendships. Yeah. Naomi finally speaks. Quiet, controlled. She says, so how long? Talia blinks. How long what? Naomi leans forward. How long have you been fucking Dre? Now, pause right there. Because this is the moment where a real friend, a real bitch, a real ride or die will tell the truth, even if it fucking hurt. Okay? But Talia chooses performance over truth. Okay? She starts with, Naomi, I don't know what you think you saw. Naomi cuts her off. Nah. We're not finna do this. I asked you a question. Then Talia starts that slow cry bullshit. You know the one. You know the one, the kind where the tears take forever because they waiting on the script. She says, I would never do that to you. And Naomi, now her voice is shaking, says, then explain the screenshots, bitch. Talia says, they're fake. Mo makes a sound, half cough, half laugh, like, girl, be serious. Mo goes, so fake pages can type exactly like Dre and have timestamps now. Is that what we're saying? Talia snaps at Mo. Mind your motherfucking business. Mo says, this is my business, ho. It's in my salon, which is my business. You're in my business. Therefore, everything in here is my business. Naomi looks back at Talia and says, let me see your phone. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The pivotal point. Will Talia let Naomi see the phone? Let's talk about the phone. I like to call it psychological warfare. So Talia clutches her phone like it's oxygen. She says, why would I give you my phone? Naomi says, because if you're innocent, you shouldn't be scared. Talia says, but you're violating my privacy. Mo whispers, so is sleeping with her man. Talia's eyes flash, and now we see the real Talia. Not sweet, not sorry, not scared, angry. And then she says something that is too specific to be random. You always wanted to control everything. Naomi pauses. What? Talia continues, voice getting a little louder. You know what I'm talking about? She continues, you control people, you control rooms, you control friendships. You think everybody is supposed to orbit around you. Now, Naomi is taken aback. She's a little stunned because where the fuck is this coming from, bestie? And here's where it gets deeper. Because Talia isn't defending herself. She's rewriting history to justify betrayal. That, my friends, is psychological warfare. Naomi says, so your excuse for betraying me is you felt small? Talia says through her teeth, I've been small my whole life. And baby, the room shifted on its axis because pain just walked in. Let's get into that childhood trauma reveal. The dark origin. Now, Talia starts talking way too fast, like she's been holding this shit in for years. She says her mom used to call Naomi the pretty one. She says teachers used to compare them. She says that when they were teenagers, boys used to ask about Naomi while Talia stood right there. She says, I watched you get chosen over and over, like it was destiny. Naomi whispers, Talia, I loved you. Talia snaps, you love having me behind you. Oh, that's not a friend talking. That's resentment talking. Mo, for once, don't even crack a fucking joke because this shit getting ugly in a real motherfucking way. Naomi says, so you, what? You took Dre to prove some shit or what? Talia says the most toxic shit she could have ever said. Bitch said, he chose me. Now Naomi laughs. Not like a funny laugh, but a broken laughter. So you stole my man to feel equal, bitch? Talia leans in and says, it wasn't stealing. You never owned him. Bitch, for real? That's what we doing, bestie? That's what we doing. Let's get into the fight. Not just hands. I'm talking about humiliation. Yeah, let's get into that. And this is where shit's to stop being about, talking. Naomi reaches for the phone again because Naomi need proof the way people need air. That's just how naive Naomi is, okay? So Talia pulls back. The chairs scrape. Someone gasps. Mo yells, not in my salon, but it's too late. The line has been crossed. I'm not saying who swung first, but I am saying somebody gets knocked over. Somebody's hair shifts and the phone hit the ground. And as soon as the phone hits the floor, it unlocked. Because of course it does. You know what I'm saying? Of course it does. And guess what pops up right on the screen like a horror movie title card around this motherfucker? A message preview from Dre. And it says, you sure it's mine? Naomi freezes mid-breath. Mo freezes. Talia freezes. Because that one message just told all of us there's a pregnancy claim. Dre knew about it. And even he don't trust Talia. Naomi slowly looks at Talia. You pregnant, heifer? Talia's eyes fill. Real tears now. These are real tears, not the crocodile ones. Because she didn't want it to come out like this. But it did. It did. And when secrets come out the wrong way, they come out violent. It gets ugly. Let's dip, dive, and socialize into the world of the forbidden secret. This life-altering reveal we got going on here. So Talia whispers, yes, I'm pregnant. Naomi steps back like she got hit. Mo says, oh my God. Naomi's voice breaks. How could you? Skanky bitch. Talia starts shaking. And then she says something that changes everything. You don't understand. It didn't start like that. Naomi snap, crackled, and pop. How does some shit like this start? Fucking Jezebel ass bitch. And Talia, eyes is wild, drops the real bomb. It started the night you sent me to pick his ass up. Naomi pauses. What the fuck are you talking about? Talia says, you was sick. You said go get him so he gets home safe. I did it because you trusted me. Naomi's face just falls. You know what I'm saying? All the color, all the life just falls out of goddamn face. Talia continues. He got in the car mad, drunk. He started talking crazy. He told me stuff about you. Naomi whispers, what the fuck could this motherfucker say about me to you? And you my best friend ain't said shit. Talia says, he said he was tired of being your project. Oh, that's emotional sabotage right there, people. Talia says she cried that night. Said she felt invisible. Said she felt like she didn't matter. And Dre being Dre said the one thing that manipulative people always say to the vulnerable. You matter to me. Now here's the dark shit. Talia says, I hated myself the next morning, but I couldn't stop. Because for the first time in my life, somebody picked me. Bitch, that ain't romance. That's a wound. Naomi is crying to herself now. She ain't even wiping the fucking tears. And Mo, her voice is low. She says, this some sick shit. Because it is. Nasty bitch. This ain't ratchet. This is ruin. Let's get to the crime level mess. The crime level mess. Pastor Eli plus the salon plus the secret file. Yes. We're doing it. And here's where we have a little thriller. Because right as this argument is peaking, like the air is about to spark, Pastor Eli walks into the salon. Yeah, pastor. The pastor. Why is the pastor at the goddamn hair salon? It's specifically Mo's salon, the messy one. Good question. He walks in like he owns the fucking building. And Mo goes, what you doing here? Pastor Eli says, God told me to come. Mo says, God need to stop texting you. You know what I'm talking about? But Pastor Eli is holding a manila envelope. Or as they say in church, envelope. He looks at Naomi and says, baby, I'm sorry. Naomi wipes her face. Sorry for what? Pastor Eli says, Dre been in my office. Mo says, for what? Sin counseling? Pastor Eli ignores her and opens the envelope. And he says, I have something you need to see. Now Naomi's hands are shaking. Talia is breathing fast because Talia recognizes that envelope. And she whispers, no. Pastor Eli pulls out printed screenshots. Not the T-page stuff. Not the fake page stuff. These are from Dre's other phone. Remember in the beginning when I said Dre got 2 phones? The business phone. And the text, a plan. A long game. Because Dre wasn't just cheating. Dre was using the both of them. Pastor Eli reads one line out loud. Keep Naomi calm. She pays for everything. Naomi's stomach flips, right? Mo says, I'll go to jail. Pastor Eli flips the next page. And this is the forbidden, life-altering part. There's a message about Naomi's hair care line. You know, the coming soon business we talked about in the beginning. Dre texted someone. She thinks it's her company. It's in her name, but it's my money moving. Now Naomi's eyes go wide because Naomi never said that to anybody, which means Dre had access to her documents, her accounts, her fucking life. Pastor Eli looks dead at her. Baby, I think you being set up. This isn't just heartbreak. This is financial betrayal. This is control. This is danger. Naomi whispers, is that even legal? Mo says, yes. Talia starts crying harder because now she realizes she wasn't the chosen one. She was just a tool. Ooh, child. Shit getting deeper around here. Now Dre pulls up. And somehow, some way, Mo's salon turned into a fucking courtroom. Who knew? And right on cue, because villains love an entrance, here comes Dre. He walks in the salon like, why everybody blowing me up? And when he sees Pastor Eli, he kind of freezes in the step because he wasn't expecting the pastor to bring receipts like he's a prosecutor on a reality show. Naomi holds up the screenshots. Explain this shit. Explain yourself. Dre tries. That's out of context. Mo says, your whole life is out of context, bruh. Talia cries, Dre, tell her you love me. And Dre, cold as ice, says, why would you say that in front of them? Oh, shit. Shut down. Pick up your face, bitch. That's when Talia realizes she'd been played too. Naomi looks at Dre like she's looking at a stranger. And she says the darkest line of the episode. You didn't just cheat, you studied me. Ooh, that's disturbing. Dre steps forward like he's about to control the room. And Pastor Eli quietly says, don't take another step. Mo goes, Pastor, why you talking like you got a strap? You know what I'm saying? Pastor Eli says, I'm talking like I've seen men like him. Dre smirks and says, you don't know shit. Pastor Eli replies, I know you've been laundering business money through donations. Mo screams, oh my God. Naomi's knees almost buckle. Talia looks like she's about to faint. Dre's face changes, his eyes harden, and he says real low, watch your mouth, Pastor. Pastor Eli says, it's not my mouth you should worry about. It's that paper trail. Now, it's not just relationship drama. It's church drama. It's money drama. It's felony adjacent drama. Okay, y'all. We've gotten to the part of the episode where I got to give you the cliffhanger. Yes. The heavy secret plus real danger. Naomi backs up, grabs her bag. Mo says, where you going? Naomi says, somewhere safe. Shit. Then Naomi looks at Talia, eyes empty, and says, if you're pregnant, I hope you have someone who actually loves you. Talia sobs, Naomi. Naomi cuts her off. You was my sister, but you killed that bitch. It's dead. Naomi turns to Dre. If you come near me again, I'm calling the motherfucking police. Dre laughs, a small laugh, and he says, you ain't call the police on somebody who knows where you keep your secrets? Naomi freezes. What secrets, nigga? Dre smiles cruelly, and he says, ask your mama. What? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 3 of Mess in the Mirror, Blood in the Group Chat. Baby, because now we're not just dealing with Dre and Talia, we're dealing with Naomi's past. And whatever Dre found the fuck out and how he plans to use it. Ooh-wee. Look, I didn't even know that this soap opera was going to have me sitting here like this, but it is. I hope y'all enjoying it because I am damn sure enjoying bringing it to you. You know, please tune in next week for Mo Mess in the Mirror. We got our final episode 4, The Baby Trap. Y'all don't want to miss the finale. Y'all really don't. And we got a special treat for you. Stick around next week. Gotta love March. That March mayhem. Y'all stay safe, stay out the way, stay out them streets. Again, I'm your host, Magz. Love, peace, and hair grease. W.P.M with Magz podcast. Out.
Just a flash in the group chat.